Hey, so I wanted to go over some of the ways that I stay motivated when it comes to health and fitness. Ways that I keep it going even though it gets tough sometimes, even though I love just laying around, watching TV in bed, being a total bum, and like just killing all my off time. So I do get that way too. Um, it's just in my nature. I think it's in a lot of people's nature. We just want to relax, particularly in a society where we work so much. I'll go to bed and I'll be like, tomorrow morning I'm gonna go for a run. Or tomorrow morning I'm gonna get up and do Jillian Michaels Ripped in 30. So my number one thing is setting out your workout clothes. I'll often put them at the end of the bed or in the middle of the floor. I'll have everything, like every little piece that I'll need, including my shoes or like a jogging jacket. And I find that when I wake up, I look there and I'm like, oh yeah, that's happening now. And it just works. I'll put them on, and then wearing those clothes, the obligation, it just works for me. So that's a really good one. If that works for you, awesome. Next thing I really like is Instagram. I have some friends who don't use Instagram and they're like, oh, I don't really see why I would bother with it. But I find it's really, really good for inspiration. There is a ton of different pages and people who post about fitness. So I really love it. I'm subscribed to like 1 billion of them. And sometimes in the morning when I'm trying to get motivated and get going, I'll just scroll through like all these pictures of people working out, of them like doing routines or like their before and afters, and that for sure I'm like, oh yeah, let's go get her, Dev, So that one works really well for me. I love using Instagram for motivation. Sometimes, not always, sometimes if I feel I need a boost, I'll buy a magazine, which sounds like not a big thing. I don't like to buy magazines all that often. I don't like to store them, and I also don't like to throw them out, so I kind of end up with like a pile somewhere that I'm not super happy about having. But I do, however, keep my workout mags. I have a ton of them. I like to use them as references. I like the diets and the meal planning that they have, so I do keep my fitness ones. I really like Oxygen. Women's Health is a good one. There's Shape. There's a whole bunch of them. Oxygen is my big favorite one. So I find that if I buy a magazine and I like read through the articles, I particularly like the ones that are like before and afters, where it has this housewife from Illinois and she lost 75 pounds and ran 3 marathons. After I read that, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm ready to work out right now. So magazines is another really great way for me to stay motivated. A funny one that maybe not everyone's into is I have a huge collection of workout videos. I have the Hip Hop Abs, Insanity, P90X, Slim in 6, Turbo Jam, and plus Zumba and Belly Fit and stuff. Just a ton of them. And I often find that when I want to get going, but I'm just not quite ready to part with the bed yet, I'll like watch one of the videos for a bit and I'll be like, and then I get all into it and I remember my fitness theory training and my aerobics background, and I'm like just instantly motivated. Sometimes I watch a whole video. It's weird. I mean, a lot of people don't sit there and like lay in bed and watch a workout video, but then I do the video afterwards, so if that's what gets you going, then then it's all worth it, right? So my last one is going to be visual things. For example, movies, pictures, and like words. So I love to watch the old Schwarzenegger videos of when he was competing for Mr. Olympia, and I think it's called Pumping Iron, and then there's another one, I think it's Journey to Mr. Universe or something, I don't know. But I love those old videos. His philosophies on working out are pretty awesome and inspiring and really ambitious, and there's something about it that just makes me want to, lift weights. So I really like those movies. I don't watch them all that often, but they're super inspirational for me. And another thing, sometimes I like to put up pictures in my gym. So I have a little gym at home, and I'll have a wall with like all these awesome fitness models that I really like. That super helps. That keeps me on track, you know, makes it feel more attainable. And then sometimes I'll write out my fitness goals and maybe like an idea for a track record, or you know, some fitness plans, and post them on my walls as well. So I'll be like, my goal is to work out twice a week and do 2 cardio sessions a week.